Party with your host, Dustin Rybka.
Hello and welcome to Sex Party. I'm your host, Dustin Rybka. With me on the show this week are OnlyFans creators Little Annie and Dirty Danii. But the shocking part about this episode is that Annie used to be Dani's stepmom. They were stepmom and stepdaughter. Annie divorced Dani's father, and now Annie and Danii are not only swapping partners, but they're also hooking up with each other. Yes, you heard that correctly. They share each other's partners. They also hook up with each other. They make OnlyFans content about it. Danii has actually, from all of the attention, been able to create a successful mainstream adult career from this. They went super viral in the last couple years on TikTok and on Instagram. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of views about them hooking up with each other, and all of the questions. Everything you want to ask, I ask in this episode. Towards the end of the episode, they talk about what they're going to do next, and hint, not to spoil anything, but they are trying to put together a 45 to 50 plus guy event with each other. I will let you find out what it is in this episode. So without further ado, please enjoy my conversation, Little Annie and Dirty Danii.
This week's conversation.
Annie and Dirty Danii, welcome. That rhymes. Welcome to Sex Party. How are you guys doing?
Great.
We're doing good.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. I've been trying to get you guys on for a while. The world has just been bonkers, and the podcasting porn life has been insane, and we finally made it happen, and you guys are here. I know people listening to this or watching this on YouTube, if I'm still on YouTube at this point, they're like, what is this fucking guy up to this week? It's always something crazy. So for those people who they should know who you guys are. I mean, you guys went mega viral numerous times, but let's just say that they don't know who you guys are. They don't know the story. Could you talk a little bit about who you are and what you do?
So I am a Little Annie, and this is my stepdaughter, or ex-stepdaughter, because her dad and I are divorced, but she was actually my stepdaughter. I was married to her dad for 5 years, and his daughter and her husband were swingers, and I was pretty curious about it, but he was very religious, so we couldn't really go there or talk about it. But after the divorce, I remarried, and he happened to be a swinger, and I was still in contact with her, and we were still pretty good friends, her and her husband. So I contacted them, found out that they were still swinging, and
We turned her over to the dark side.
Yeah.
This is Dirty Danii, and and we both do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Now, and we both she does amateur as well as mainstream.
Yeah, it's Dirty Danii _69 with 2 eyes. And you can find me anywhere.
So like OnlyFans, loyal fans, Fansly, fan something.
X.
Yeah, for sure.
All
Yeah.
All the things.
So do you do we want to push into what, like, right away? Should we just drop it? Should we just say what happened? Like what made you guys explode and go viral? Like the piece of content? Because I think, everyone's probably on the edge of their seats. Maybe someone's already pulled over to the side of the road to listen to this. But yeah, let's drop the bomb. Like, what did you guys do that made you just explode and go viral?
Well,
it was TikTok. It was the viral TikTok. So we were playing around on TikTok one night, and we were a little drunky.
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of true. So we were just kind of fucking around, and she was like, do you want to know how I keep my man happy? Oh, I let him play with my husband. Or I'm like, you want to know how I keep my man happy? I let him play with my daughter or stepdaughter. And we didn't expect it to go viral. We were just really just having fun and playing around. And I went viral, and everyone loved it, and everyone was like curious. And I was kind of shocked and shy about it. I don't know. How did you feel about it?
I just don't think anybody has ever expected anyone to put out any type of information like that. You know, is how I keep my man happy is that I let him play with my mom.
Yeah. Well, and I think so. What was the what was the reaction? Like, was it immediately? Did it hit immediately and just take off right away?
It did.
Yeah, like pretty much
immediately.
The next morning, I think it was just like going into the millions.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was a are you lying? No, you're not. Where's the proof?
Lots of hate.
Let me see.
Lots of hate.
Like, that's not true. That's,
Yeah.
controversy.
Yeah, for sure. And we love controversy. So I mean, is there proof on the OnlyFans? Is there like some okay. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is great. So you guys essentially shared the guy. Like that's how.
Yes, my husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now my new husband as well. So.
Okay. So it's like
we're happy.
We keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. And I think we might already have a great episode title in the family matters. I mean, who knows, right?
Family is very important.
I like that.
It's very important to us.
Yeah. No, that's
taken care of.
Yeah. So okay. So how much content are we making on OnlyFans with this like swapping family thing? And how has the experience been? Because I think, to have stepmom and daughter who are like not only sharing one partner, but like, swapping both partners, that's bonkers. That's a wild time. That's a sex party. So, is there a ton of content of it, and how successful has it been
for both of us?
Yeah, I mean, you got whoever can answer. It doesn't.
We have a pretty good amount on our pages of us together, because we kind of went crazy with it when we first started. It was a lot of fun, a little scary because we got a lot of hate, and also kind of hoping that other family members didn't find out. So, there's a lot of both ends. Fun and scary, but also that made it more fun sometimes. But there's a lot of, on both of our pages, we have our films there with her, my stepdaughter, and her husband, and my new husband now. We have some foursomes, we have some threesomes. We have a girl actually together.
I was going to ask too, to clarify, so you guys are hooking up with each other as well.
Not when I was married to her dad.
Sure. Yeah.
Because when I was married to her dad, it was kind of awkward, and he's like a minister, so that also was a problem with our marriage, and that's kind of why it ended. Because I was curious, and I would end up in her room, like asking her questions about the lifestyle.
She's asking questions.
Yeah, like what's it like being a swinger? And
no, you're good.
I'm talking too much.
No,
but
go ahead.
That's kind of how it happened. After I got divorced, my new husband was a swinger, and I was like, hey, I know, my stepdaughter, and I was like always curious, and I always talked to her about it, and my mind always went there, and we one night tried it out, and when just her and I were together, it was more broken in because we had already been together, like in a foursome.
Oh, okay.
So that's how kind of like, it. I don't know. I didn't think it was awkward. Did you?
No, you knew what you were doing.
We were pretty close anyway before, so it wasn't bad. It was.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that's So how long after the divorce did you guys hook up? Like how many was it? Weeks, months?
Oh, it was a few years.
I don't know. Maybe like
A few years.
maybe
Okay.
like a year and a half, 2.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So, and all the hate, like, was that mainly coming from just people, like religious people?
Just
Yeah,
everybody.
just everybody. It's the internet.
You're always gonna get hate, right?
Yeah,
But I mean, any attention is still good attention.
There's
Well,
I
no
agree.
such thing as
right.
like bad news. As long as they're talking about you.
Yeah, if they're talking about you and they hate you, you're probably okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it so much hate. Like, and it mainly comes from like religious older white dudes. And they're always like threatening to kill me or like, what if I see you and you're going to hell? And I'm like, bro, we're already there. And or like,
That's probably my ex-husband. He's probably
yeah.
one of those guys.
Yeah. I mean, they're all the same. It's like cookie cutter fucking bullshit. Well, I think that's huge. And there, we talk a lot about, taboo porn and shit on the show, the step family thing, the pure taboo thing, the daughter swap, the mom swap, the fucking whatever. And I think if you go to Pornhub, and I say this so many times on the show, but you could literally sit there and refresh like every day for years, months, and in the top 5, step and like swap, like family swap or whatever, step family swap is always going to be, those two are always in the top 5. And there's a lot of really like insane articles that have come out to talk about how, this is like a taboo that's just gained popularity because people, they fucking.
It's so wrong because you're not supposed to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like the worst thing you could do, right? I mean, that's what people think.
That's what they.
I think there's a lot worse things that you could do.
True.
I agree with Danii. Yeah.
And
It's
we
like
had a
too
good
long.
relationship when I was married to her dad, and there was nothing going on then. But I mean, I will say there were like holidays and stuff. Like her and her husband would spend the night, and I don't know, we would stay up late and drinking a little. And I don't know, like we were just, I don't know, I felt like her husband was looking at me a certain way, and they knew I was curious. This was towards the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were very.
Wanted to.
Drink a little together. We would just stay up late together.
Well, okay. Were you wearing the shorts just to like taunt her a little bit, or what was that? Was that part of your plan?
You weren't?
No, not to taunt you, but I knew you wanted to.
See, yeah. So the seed was planted.
That I've heard before. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to hear that.
Well, I think, if a couple years later then it happens, like there's all this pent up like horniness and energy that was like, around the house, being thrown around the house, and like you're drinking late night, watching Netflix and shit. Like, I mean, come on. Like how could there not be like a pent up energy?
And I was curious, and I don't know. I was
Yes, they did.
And I was unhappy with my marriage, so you can imagine like.
Yeah, that's a lot of tension. That's like a lot of sexual tension.
I'm just kidding. Of course I
did. See?
She wanted to.
Yeah. Well, do you think that the reason, like, let's say the husband wasn't so religious and like kind of fucking, cold, right? Do you think that you still would have been curious? Like if you were getting banged out and having all your needs met, do you think you still would have had a curiosity towards Danii and also towards like swinging and shit too, or no?
I think so, because I had never been with a girl, and I was very curious about that. And I had brought it up to my husband, wrong idea, right? So that was put in check right away. about just another girl.
Oh, okay.
Relationship, not her. But and then I just was close to her, and she was over all the time. So she was like the one I saw all the time, and I knew she
Right.
was doing her. So it made it very tempting for me, to just stay in check with like who I am. Okay, I'm
Right.
your stepmom. Like, let's just I don't want my mind to go there. So I was very respectful, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's awesome. How has both of your lives changed since you went viral? Because when I say viral, people are like probably think, oh, a couple of million views. This is not that. Like, this is like a quadrillion fucking views across everywhere. I've seen it TikTok, Instagram, fucking Twitter. It's huge on Twitter.
I think it went like over 20 million for several times, and then we had to keep taking it off because we would keep getting flagged for it, and then we'd put it back on and it'd do another so many million, and then we take it off.
People would what do they do when they remix it?
Oh yeah.
They repost it.
Yeah.
They would repost it, and other people would repost it, and then so many people sent it to us, and then it got posted in articles of a newspaper in different countries.
Yeah.
And then in articles that would get sent to us, and it just went nuts.
Yeah,
and it was in different languages.
Oh yeah.
And then it was on green screens and people's backgrounds, and they were talking about it, and I never thought that it was just such an oddity that nobody was used to.
Yeah.
At the time, it wasn't as big maybe as now, but we were, thinking back, we were just like having fun. We never thought it was gonna
do this. It's changed our lives for the better a lot.
Right. Okay. Do you remember, and say what you want, it's totally up to you. The first time you guys hooked up with each other, was it just this explosion of like forbidden whatever? And it was like this moment where it was like super horny, whatever, or can you talk about that moment a little bit?
Yeah. And we have the girl video to prove it, but
okay.
When it first happened, I was like, I don't know, I guess in my head I didn't really think it was happening, but I was fucking her husband. So she was kind of like next to me, and she was naked, and it was like the first time I was like laying with her naked, so it was a little like in my head I'm like, is this really happening? But I was focused on her husband, and I had already always kind of thought he was hot,
right.
and always been attracted to him. So I think when it was so hot. I think for me anyway.
It was super hot. It was like this is wrong. I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Maybe
Right.
a little bit.
Really hot type of thing.
Yeah. Because I think both of us, when we started making out, I don't know if you thought this, but I felt like we had been thinking that for so long, and we never verbalized it because we knew it was wrong. Something we probably both have been thinking about. It probably would have been
different for her because she was also doing my husband at the same time and kissing.
Yeah, right. I mean, and I feel like the vibe I'm getting is Annie, like you were like, oh my God. And Dani's like, this, I mean, fuck it. This is hot. Like that's what it feels like, was the dynamic. Did you say that the first time you guys hooked up, that is actually on tape, or was it something, did you guys hook up before and then you?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay.
We were debating, but we decided to go ahead and
Yeah. Well, I mean, and now they're just gonna fucking flood over there and and buy that off of
the first foursome with us, but
yeah.
But because you have the raw awkwardness.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
could see that. I think you could definitely see that.
Well, I think that's the whole thing is. It's like this forbidden desire, forbidden like horny thing that everyone, and you guys are like step but removed, right, from that even, but yet it's like this energy that's been building, this attraction that's been building or whatever. So I think that's what kind of like blows it up, right? Like that's what makes everybody so interested in it.
For sure. Yes.
And I'm sure, a large portion of the people who are hating on it are the ones who bought it.
Yeah.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah. What the hell was like Instagram flagging you for? I don't understand. Like what? I mean, just because they didn't like it or what?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Did we say step or just mom? I don't remember exactly the first version because we got it deleted, but we kept putting it back on, and then I think we did it again another way. But
reporting people will report you for anything.
Yeah, they will.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the.
Can get you deleted anyway.
Fucking trolls. Yeah. Okay, and then so. You guys also now, I mean, do each of you do your own OnlyFans, right? But you're obviously like still collab with each other. I mean, how regular are you guys collabing, like with the husbands, with yourselves, just you two? Is it a regular thing?
I'll be honest, yes. But I think recently we've been together more often off camera because she's been doing some mainstream, and so actually we've been getting together off camera just for fun. And so when she's out of town, actually sometimes shooting, she has like called me to go over to like her house.
Yeah,
her
I'll call her
there.
to come over to my house and do my husband while I'm not home.
Yeah. Okay.
Each other.
Yeah.
Trust in the family.
I'd rather that.
Family.
All in the family. Yeah. Well, does that, so clearly, Danii, if you're out of town, you're shooting mainstream, which we're going to talk about the mainstream stuff too, because I've seen some pretty cool stuff online as well, on Instagram especially. But like, are you getting turned on to the thought of her banging your husband? Are you asking them to send pictures, or what does that look like?
Yeah, they'll send me like little videos and little clips throughout.
Okay.
Like, from beginning to end. And I'll just like go home and masturbate to it. I think it's super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in your solo OnlyFans or whatever, and you both can answer, like however, but so what is your, whoever wants to go first, what is your number one? I'll just ask one of you. That way the audio people who can't see this will know who I'm talking to. So, Annie, what's your number one like custom request on OnlyFans?
Oh, wow. The number one custom request I think would be, I'm trying to think. They want me mostly to just moan their name and say their name and masturbate. But I have been getting several now that want boy girl. So I my husband involved. I have been getting some feet, but I don't really get a lot of feet. I don't know. Maybe my feet aren't cute enough. I don't know. But yeah, I get that. But I get some really weird ones that aren't even sexual related,
Like what?
Come home. The last one I got, he wanted me to come in the door, and we live in a trailer park, and he wanted me to be super trashy, no shoes. And he wanted me to say, I just came home from the store, and all the fucking bitches here that are Karens are talking about me, and they know about my page, and they know we're swingers. And we're dirty little swingers, and we don't fucking care. And that I'm just going to fuck all their husbands. So that was it. He just wanted me to talk about it like I was talking to him.
Oh, okay. So you just had to, did you do that? You did that one?
Yeah, I did that one.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, that seems like less labor intensive. If he's not even. It was.
Hey.
Yeah. And like, nobody's here to yuck anyone's yum. Like we don't kink shame. So whatever, but we love to hear about the weirder ones. What, Danii, what's your number one like custom request on OnlyFans?
I get a lot of strip teases, and then I get a lot of they want me to ride the dildo, and they want me to do.
Yeah.
And that you're actually getting pregnant by them, right? Because you were telling me that.
And to like go into detail about it.
Like while you're masturbating or while you're having sex with them? Yeah. Yeah. Breeding kink is huge. Like even like the like I think like Halsey and like Sabrina Carpenter are like wearing t-shirts that say breed me and shit on stage now. So like now we've reached mainstream breed me kink. Which is I think is fucking great. Fuck it. Yeah. What's your weirdest request, would you say, that you've gotten, Danii?
The weirdest,
yeah, like strange,
is they are going to dress up in lingerie and they're gonna go to the store. They're gonna buy some fruit.
That's an interesting one.
That is interesting. Yeah, that's
I get a lot of weird ones.
So like bananas or like peaches or what?
We got zucchinis and then we got some bananas, but he really likes the plantains.
Oh, okay. All right. Good for him. Obviously I went to bananas, but
he has to match the colors and stuff.
Oh, so he matches the color.
Match the
yeah, with the lingerie. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, is this like a regular thing he does? It sounds like it's like a regular thing this guy does. Good. I hope that you're I hope that you're charging good for this, because this sounds this is like not so labor intensive on your end, but if you're helping someone achieve their goal of being able to live out their fucking kink and their fantasy, I think, hopefully they pay well for that.
Oh
yeah. Okay, Danii, so you're doing mainstream. Annie, you are not, at least not right now, from what I understand. So Danii, like, when did your mainstream porn journey start? Did it start because of the viral I'm banging my stepmom stuff, or did it start before that or after that?
It started after.
Okay. So that took off, and then did you just get offers from companies, or how did that work?
Yeah. I started getting offers from a lot of different mainstream companies. They started reaching out to me. And then it's not like I needed it. I just wanted to do it.
Sure. Yeah. What was do you remember your first mainstream scene? What was that like?
That was great. I did my first mainstream shoot with Bang Bros.
Oh, wow.
Danii Love. And it was fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, what a company to start with, Bang Bros. That's insane. Mm-hmm. So it was just a boy-girl scene, or was it?
Yeah, it was just a boy-girl scene. And then my second scene was the Bang Bus.
Oh my God.
That was also with Johnny Love. And that was in the middle of the summer in Miami. And that was really interesting because it was so hot.
Nice. Yeah, I saw you. There was a reel that, I mean, I think it had like 200 million views or something, of you on the bang bus, like giving the peace sign or whatever.
Yeah, and that's funny because I was actually meant to just show my husband what the inside of the bus looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then he posted it as a Instagram or a TikTok. So
Yeah. What's the response to that been like? People just still hating or what? Really excited?
I get mixed reviews.
You're always gonna have haters.
Yeah, I think we're aiming for mixed reviews. Like, like you have to, if you're not pissing people off, you're not doing that. It's funny because a lot of mainstream porn stars, God, I think like Alexis Fox, he's been on the show, Addison Vodka, like they all like did one scene and then their second scene was the bang bus. So you're in really good company. What was the experience like? I mean, you're in a van, you're being driven around, they pick you up right off the street. It's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing they do. How long was the shoot? Like, what was it like? Give me some details.
So I had my little script where they were following me with the bus, and they offered me to take me somewhere over to my destination.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why would I get in this bus? You have to be crazy. And they were like, okay, blah, blah, blah. They said something.
Were you nervous?
Of course. Okay. But it was really hot. And
did they have AC on the bus?
That's funny.
I think
you say that. So they had AC whenever the bus was moving. But it was fun. It was just really hot. It was so much fun, and it's really cool. They did pick me up on the side of the road. They negotiated me into the bus, and it was really cool to see all of these different different porn star signatures, all the porn stars that I've been known of for years and years and years.
Yeah.
All these fans, Lisa Ann. I saw Brandy Love. You see Corey Chase, like signatures all over the place.
Fucking legends.
Like legends,
Yeah.
And I signed my name right next to them.
Nice. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. How long was that shoot? Was it like hours and hours, or did you get it done pretty quick?
It was from about 8 a.m. to like 5 or 6.
Oh wow, that's a full day of that. You know what? And the AC stopping and all. It sounds like the fucking porn version of Speed, like the movie Speed, where the bus can't stop unless it's like reversed.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And I mean, and so many things can go wrong when you're in a moving vehicle having sex on, for the bang bus. It's a wonder they're so successful, because it's like, you could get stopped at a fucking red light. You could fucking make a wrong turn into a parking. I mean, there's so much fun shit that can go wrong. So how long have you been doing mainstream for?
I did mainstream for about 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 2 years.
2 years. Okay. All right. Are you still doing mainstream? Are you taking a break? Are you still in it?
Yes, I'm still doing it.
Okay. What kind of, like, how intense has it gotten? Are you doing like just one dude? Is there 2 dudes involved? Is it girl? What are there DPs being talked about? Anything like that?
Well, there's definitely some specialties being talked about here.
Okay.
Up in the near future.
Yeah.
Spilled too many beans. But
you got to tease it, sure.
Yes, there are some special eggs coming out soon.
Okay.
But so far there are boy girls. There's a lot of stepmom out right now. No threesomes yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, do you have any companies that you really want to work with? Brazzers or like
haven't worked with yet.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Annie, I always see this reel of you, and it's you on the boat. You have like cum all over your face, or like implied cum all over your face, and like, oh, I love that we bought this boat or whatever. Like, first of all, is that real, right? And second of all, the reaction to that is wild, because I've seen that so many times. I've seen that one, and I've seen her on the Bang Bus, like crazy. It's all over the place.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's our boat. They come on the boat actually too. Well, it's our boat together actually, but
right.
No, that was just me and my husband, and yeah, it was real cum. We have a little cabin down. It's a small cabin. It's like 1 bedroom, little kitchenette and little bathroom. But yeah, we were fucking down below, and because we were parked at the marina, so we had to go below. And he came all over my face, and then he's like, "We've got to get this." And there were like people walking by actually, so he just said, "This is what you're gonna say, really quick. You're gonna say this." And so, and we were living on our boat. We took the boat for like a month, and we did the whole like side of Florida, the east side. We went like from Orlando up to like St. Augustine, down to Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
It was marina hopped, and so I was like, what can we say? Living on our boat has been so much fun. We've had, like, loads of things to do or something like that. I don't know.
No, yeah. I think it. Yeah. I mean, are people fighting in the comments on that one too?
I have a lot of guys like being pussy, like, oh, that's so gross.
Oh my God.
No, we're gonna get that part.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that's what everyone talked about. Like, it looks like there's snot dripping from your nose.
Oh, I mean, fuck them. Like, like I think the grosser, the messier, the better. That's what I think.
So.
Yeah. So for like, for your OnlyFans content, and I guess Danii, for you, for mainstream and OnlyFans content, is there a lot of facial cum shots? Is there like cream pies happening when you got, because I think obviously facials are like super popular, but we're talking about the breed me kink too, right? Like that. So cream pies are a thing too. So do you guys do both of those in your content regularly, or is it one over the other?
I do all kinds, like breeding, cream pies, facials,
Right.
Yeah.
Share it together. Yeah, sharing is caring. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super hot.
And then in your like mainstream content, like is it like a lot of facial cum shots, or is it like cream pies, or?
It's a lot of facials.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like that is never not going to be popular, but then also too, there's like I said, like the rise of cream pies, and like I feel like that in the last 5 years has gotten like so much more. Maybe it's social media that's like pushing that, because I feel like stuff sort of gets birthed in social media, the idea of that's been there forever, but people like start talking about it and like really, and it becomes like really popular, and then bam, it's like a fucking new thing. You said that you're not getting feet requests. Danii, are they coming after your feet or what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I could see it in your face. I don't know, whatever. I don't know why. I just knew that they had to be like asking about your fucking your fucking
Oh,
feet.
yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, feet are fucking big. And that's another thing too, is like huge business, right? Like not to not include Annie in this part of the conversation, but like, you know, I mean, that
I didn't say they didn't like my feet, but I'm saying I don't get like as many feet as her or something.
right.
So.
Right. Well, I mean, what do they want you to do? They just want to see your feet, or they want you to do like squish shit up, or what?
They want me to lick my feet. Everything to do with my feet. They want me to they want me to like they want to worship my feet. Yeah. They want to pay me to go get pedicures for my feet.
And then you have to like, or do you like showing them the video after they paid for the pedicure? Like, oh, I'm at the fucking salon. Yeah.
They want to see them.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then they pick out the color.
Oh, okay. You let them pick out the color.
Yeah.
All right. That's, I mean, you know, I think it depends on, you know, dealer's choice, but like sometimes it's you telling them like, this is what I'm doing, and you don't have a say, but it sounds like, you know, I just feel like that content is like crazy right now.
Yeah. It's growing, this growing market. I would say.
Yeah. Again, always been popular, but now it's like,
I just want to be nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, if you like this, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, that's great. And sometimes they like want that control, and sometimes they don't want that fucking control, you know. So yeah. So what is coming up for you guys in 2025? Like, what are you planning anything? Why do I get the feeling like you guys are planning something even crazier? Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. It's just an intuitive vibe that I get. But like, you have any big plans for 2025 to like collab with each other? Do you even want to try and top what you've done already? I mean, it seems like one hell of a bar to be set way up there. And I think you've gotten to a place that a lot of people, you know, like they want to be where you guys are in terms of intention and attention and, you know, mainstream OnlyFans. So what's next? What are you going to do?
Well, yeah, we don't want to tell everything.
Sure. Yeah.
But, I do know one thing is that we've only gotten a little bit of boat content, but we plan on amping that up a little bit more.
I want to do a mom and daughter bukkake.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
We've been talking to me about that. I'm in for that.
So we're trying to get like a 45 male bukkake going on. And
wait, 45 or 425?
I don't know about that.
45.
I'm game for whatever, but yeah, if you can get
45 to 50.
Okay.
With like her husband and end it with mine. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah,
you
could like you could like bookend it. Yeah. 40, I mean 40
that would be a lot.
45 to 50. Well,
month is it?
We could just swim in it at that point.
We
would have to be in a baby pool, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Is this something? Okay, so would you be blowing all these dudes, or they're just walking up and blowing loads on you?
Maybe both. Yeah, I think I have to suck on their cock for sure.
Yeah, so it'd be like. Yeah, blow bang / bukkake.
You also put in some work too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
That's a lot of work.
That sounds like a gangbang a little bit.
go. Yeah.
You're good with the feet.
Well, see, again, I get this vibe that something that is in Dani's mind, she's got it all planned out, and you're like, well, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, she talks me into something. Yeah.
With a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is this something that's legitimate you're talking about doing this year, or is this just like an idea?
Year. That's our plan. I mean,
Yeah.
that's definitely something I've been planning for a while.
Her and her husband, I know they've got something in the works. I said I would go along with it, and I'm wondering all the details. I just have like basics right now.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I definitely want to do it, and I want to achieve it by the end of the year.
Well, you got some time. I don't know how. I mean, look. Lily Phillips, Bonnie Blue, like they're killing it with the big groups of whatever. So I think you guys fit in perfectly there. And I think content like from you two with the whole, step thing would be crazy monumental. I think it's totally doable to do by the end of the year. Yeah. Who do you hire someone who's going to film that?
I mean, we have different videographers that we know. Plus, my husband films as well. We definitely have a good 5 or 6 different people that can film different angles, and then we could have 5 or 6 different cameras up top.
Right. Yeah.
Remember, we're swingers too, so we have. Like, nobody's going to complain about holding the camera for something like that.
That's true. Yeah. Well, then the camera guy gets some love too then, right?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. Then, they're not going to complain. And maybe you'll set some kind of fucking record because it is a mom and daughter step thing or something. That could be you're going to have to come back on the show after you do that. And we're going to have to talk about that because that's fucking totally insane.
We'll take that challenge.
What? We're setting it at 51. Let's see what you can do. What advice would you give? And you guys can answer separately, whoever wants to go first. But like, what advice would you guys give to, maybe somebody who is into more kinky shit and they want to be like loud and proud about it. They want to put it out there that they're into this or whatever. They want to start an OnlyFans, but they're kind of like scared about the blowback and whatever. You've been through it. You've gone viral. You've done the taboo, like kinky wild shit. And you're about to do some fucking insane kinky wild shit. I applaud you. But let's say somebody's just like, they want to do cool stuff, but they're nervous. Their friends aren't accepting of it. Like, what advice would you give?
Do it.
Do it.
Because regardless of like whatever blowback you get, whoever is going to accept you for you is going to be there.
And you have to be you,
regardless. Yeah. And are you gonna be happier with or without?
And a lot of those people that are judging you actually have kinks too, or exactly. They're thinking the same thing. They're just not brave enough to like.
Yeah, whoever judges me like going down the street, I'm like, I bet your dad subscribes to me. Come on now, like
those are the ones. Yeah, don't
even.
Yeah, I mean, fucking judgment is always a part of it, right? When you do anything. Yeah, I totally agree. And you don't have to say, like, I'm not going to ask you numbers or whatever, but like financial success you've had from OnlyFans, just talk about that. Was it immediate? Did it take a while to get financially successful? And what should people look out for? Because I think some people think they're just going to get on and become a millionaire in a month. And other people are like, no, it's a grind, whatever. Like, what do you have to say about that side of it?
That's a good question. I think it's different for everyone. I think that having a niche is very important because so many people are trying to do the same thing. And so being kind of like true to yourself and what kind of kink or what kind of vibe you bring to the table. Also, it is a grind too, because what you put into it is what you get out. So, even though you might love, anal, or you might love this kind of sex, or you're into this kind of kink, or you have this kind of niche, if you're not on there working it, and you're not talking to your fans, and you're not communicating with them and interacting and posting shit, yeah, you're not gonna be successful. So it's a little bit of both. You gotta love it, be you. You gotta work it too, right? You think?
It's a grind.
Yeah.
It's a grind. It's not a get rich quick thing.
No, yeah.
Not everybody can do it. And you put in what you get.
You get out what you put in. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or you put in, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. There's a lot of putting in.
You know.
Putting in and taking out.
Yeah. Every time.
She's better at putting in. I've seen that. Sure.
Every time she says "put it in," she sort of like giggles. That's what or smiles at least. Yeah. No, I love your guys' energy, and you're right. I mean, you get what you put in. Like you get out what you put in, and so. And I said put in twice. That's 3 times.
Yeah. But what are you trying to say?
Yeah,
put it in too.
I'm saying you have to you gotta work and you're right, you have to do things you like, right? You can't you gotta have your niche, you gotta have your specialty thing, but it's still work, putting it in is getting it in is still work, right? And
sometimes, especially if you don't huck to it first.
Yeah. I mean, and no one's gonna go that viral like that. I mean, that's like a once in a, even as viral as you guys went, you can tell, just from this interview and whatever, you guys are fucking grinding on. And I think a lot of people go into it and just, like I said, they think they're going to be really financially successful. And everybody I've asked is yo, don't plan for that. Cause it's, the more that you do, obviously, the more that you fucking will make, but you got to be consistent, and it's like a fucking long game, right?
Consistency is the main. That's where you're gonna get your goal. That's where you're gonna get your goal from.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Amazing, Dirty Danii, Little Annie. Thank you so much for being with me on Sex Party. Thanks for sharing your wild and horny story. I definitely want to have you guys back, so hang out for a second and we'll talk when I'm done recording. But let's tell these shocked and horny party going people where they can find you guys on social media, but also, and most importantly, where they can find your OnlyFans and just dump out boxes of cash all over you guys.
I would love that.
You go first.
So you can find me on OnlyFans, Fansly, Loyal Fans, Minivids, Fansly, and Instagram and Pornhub.
Okay.
Under Dirty Danii 69 with 2 eyes. And then my Twitter is Dirty Danii _69.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much on all this.
X. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
it's just X.
Or X. It's not Twitter anymore.
Well, we still call it Twitter. I don't know.
It's hard to make that change.
Yeah, X is such a dumb name.
It is. I'm on the same platforms as her.
Okay.
And I'm on OnlyFans. I'm Baby Ann. With 2 N's, BABYANNE _LSFL. I know that's fucking crazy, but it's Lifestyle Florida, LSFL.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Baby Ann _LSFL. And then on Instagram, I'm Little Annie 2022. And on Twitter, I think I'm Little Annie 2022 as well. Baby Ann or Little Annie, you can find me pretty much.
Oh, they're going to find you. They're going to find both of you guys. Thank you both so much for being with me on the show. Thanks for sharing your story. Yeah. We'll see you guys again really soon.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Huge thank you to my guests, Little Annie and Dirty Danii, for being with me on the show this week, for coming through and being so thoughtful and open about all of the things. If you guys love them, make sure that you go check them out on social media, on Instagram. If you're still on Twitter, go follow them on Twitter. But mainly, you know what you want to do is you want to head over to their OnlyFans and buy a bunch of content. Go have some fun, enjoy that, spend some money, and have a blast. If you're loving guests like Danii and Annie, and you want to see more of them, they will be back. We're going to have them back after the big event, and we're going to break it down and whatever, right? Of course, how could we not have them back? But you're mainly just loving Sex Party, and you want to show some love. You want to show that desire, that appreciation, that thirst, that hunger for more. Where can you show it? How can you show it? Well, if you're listening to this on platforms like Apple and Spotify, you could leave a rating. You could leave a review. I absolutely love that, and I'm so appreciative of that. But honestly, I think you're wasting your time. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you're subscribed so you never miss a new episode every single Wednesday. If you're already subscribed, hey, yeah, go ahead, leave me a review, leave me a rating. I love you for that, right? But you want to make sure you're subscribed, especially if you think you're subscribed on Apple Podcasts. They've been doing some wacky shit lately. So what you want to do, go to Apple Podcasts, go to Sex Party with Dustin Rybka. In the upper right-hand corner, if you see a check mark, you are still subscribed. If you see a pause button, you want to click that pause button. Drop-down menu will appear. You want to toggle your way on down to resume subscription, resume download, whatever it says. Click it. Boom. You are resubscribed. If you are watching on YouTube, I love you. I see you. I appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, what would you like to ask Annie and Danii? Drop your questions in the comments. But remember, you're on YouTube, and censorship on YouTube is a thing. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to make sure that you show some love, some hate even for the show, how can you do that? Well, you could like this video. You could thumbs down this video. You could leave a positive or negative comment on this video or on all of the videos. But honestly, what you really want to do, right, because whether you love it or hate it, you want to make sure you never miss a new episode of the show. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. As always, I'm available in the DMs on Instagram, and I will see you all right back here next week.
Thanks for listening. The party continues next week. Click subscribe and let's make this a regular thing. Follow the show on Instagram and Twitter @SexPartyFM. Follow Dustin @DustinRybka.